The United States fielded dozens of vehicles in World War I, from pioneering tanks and nimble motorcycles to massive supply trucks that kept entire armies moving. This video breaks down every important vehicle they put on the battlefield. Let's begin with battle tanks. Renault FT Light Tank. Adopted by the U.S. Army from France, the Renault FT revolutionized tank design with the first-ever 360-degree rotating turret. This 7-ton machine carried a crew of 2 and crawled at just 5 miles per hour, but it was unstoppable in trench warfare. Over 950 served with American forces, and its turret design is still used in every modern tank today. Mark VIII Liberty Tank. The Anglo-American Liberty Tank was designed to be the ultimate game-changer. Weighing 37 tons with a crew of 11, it packed 2 6-pounder guns and 5 machine guns. Powered by dual 6-cylinder engines producing 300 horsepower, it could cross 14-foot trenches and climb 5-foot walls. The problem? Only 100 were built, and none saw combat before the armistice. Ford 3-ton M1918 tank. Ford wanted to mass-produce tanks like automobiles. The Ford 3-ton was lightweight, fast, and affordable. Plans called for 15,000 units. Only 15 were actually built before the war ended, but the vision was revolutionary. 6-ton tank M1917. The American designation for the Renault FT, this was the U.S. Army's first mass-produced tank. Simple, reliable, and effective, it formed the backbone of American armored operations in France. Armored cars and reconnaissance vehicles. King Armored Car. An early American attempt at mobile firepower, the King Armored Car featured riveted armor plating and was armed with machine guns. While experimental and produced in limited numbers, it represented America's first steps into mechanized warfare. Davidson-Cadillac Armored Car. Built on a Cadillac chassis, this improvised armored vehicle served primarily in training and security roles. Its luxury car origins made for an unusual but functional combat platform. Motorcycles and light vehicles. Harley-Davidson Model 17, the Thunder on 2 wheels. Over 20,000 Harley-Davidson motorcycles were shipped to Europe, serving as the lifeline for military communications. Dispatch riders tore through mud and shell fire at speeds up to 60 miles per hour, delivering orders that could change entire battles. Indian Powerplus. Indian motorcycles served alongside Harley-Davidson, providing fast reconnaissance and messenger duties. Many were equipped with sidecars mounting machine guns, creating mobile firepower that could weave through chaos. Henderson Motorcycle. The Henderson 4, with its inline 4-cylinder engine, offered smooth power and reliability. Used primarily for dispatch and escort duties, it provided an alternative to the more common Harley and Indian models. Staff cars and utility vehicles. Ford Model T. You know it as the car that put America on wheels. In World War I, it became a weapon. Converted into ambulances, staff cars, and light reconnaissance vehicles, over 15,000 Model Ts served overseas. Mechanics could fix them with basic tools in the field, making them invaluable for keeping officers mobile and evacuating the wounded. Dodge Touring Car. The ultimate officer's vehicle. Dodge touring cars carried commanders across the battlefield in relative comfort. While soldiers marched through mud, officers rolled up in these reliable 4-cylinder machines to coordinate operations. Cadillac Staff Car. Luxury met warfare. Cadillac's powerful V8 engines and smooth ride made them favorites for high-ranking officers and staff transport. Their reliability in rough conditions proved that American engineering could handle European battlefields. Ford Model T TT truck. The heavier-duty cousin of the Model T, the TT featured a reinforced frame and could carry 1-ton payloads. It served as a light cargo hauler, ambulance, and general utility vehicle throughout the war. Cargo trucks and supply vehicles. Liberty Truck, Class B standardized. The legendary Liberty Truck was America's logistical lifeline. Over 9,500 were built using a standardized design across multiple manufacturers. One design, pure efficiency. These 3 to 5-ton trucks hauled ammunition, food, and supplies to the front lines. Without them, there was no American Expeditionary Force. FWD Model B. The unsung hero featuring 4-wheel drive technology, the FWD Model B could conquer mud that stopped other vehicles cold. The U.S. Army ordered 15,000 of these 3-ton workhorses. They were unstoppable in the thick European mud that defined trench warfare. White Motor Company truck. White trucks provided heavy-duty hauling capacity with their powerful 4- and 6-cylinder engines. Reliable and robust, they formed a crucial part of America's supply chain, carrying everything from artillery shells to rations. Packard trucks. Known for quality and durability, Packard trucks served in various configurations from cargo haulers to mobile workshops. Their powerful engines and solid construction made them favorites among supply units. Pierce Arrow truck. Pierce Arrow converted their luxury car expertise into military logistics. These well-built trucks offered reliability and power, though produced in smaller numbers than Ford or White vehicles. Mack AC Bulldog. The iconic Mack AC earned its Bulldog nickname through sheer toughness. With its distinctive chain drive system and powerful engine, it could haul 5 to 7 tons through impossible conditions. British and American forces alike relied on its unstoppable determination. GMC truck. General Motors entered the war with reliable medium-duty trucks that served across multiple roles. Their straightforward design and ease of maintenance made them valuable assets in the supply chain. Kelly Springfield truck. These solid medium-duty trucks provided essential cargo capacity. While less famous than Liberty or FWD trucks, they quietly kept supplies moving to where they were needed most. Garford Motor Truck. Garford produced heavy-duty trucks that could handle the weight of artillery ammunition and heavy supplies. Their robust construction made them reliable workhorses on terrible roads. Tractors and artillery haulers. Holt 75 Caterpillar tractor. The grandfather of all tracked vehicles. Holt's steam and gasoline tractors dragged heavy artillery through mud that would stop any wheeled vehicle. Slow and loud, but absolutely essential. These beasts could pull massive field guns into position where horses and trucks failed. The British used Holt tractors as inspiration for developing their first tanks. Holt 120 Caterpillar tractor. Even larger than the 75, this massive tracked tractor could drag the heaviest artillery pieces across shell-torn landscapes. It represented the peak of American tractor technology applied to warfare. Jeffrey Quad truck. An early 4-wheel drive truck ahead of its time. The Jeffrey Quad served as cargo hauler, artillery tractor, and mobile workshop. Only vehicle enthusiasts know this name today, but in 1918 it was essential for mechanizing American artillery units. Nash Quad truck. Similar to the Jeffrey, the Nash featured 4-wheel drive and served primarily as an artillery tractor. It could tow medium field guns through rough terrain while carrying ammunition and gun crews. Ambulances and medical vehicles. Ford Model T ambulance.
Thousands of Model Ts were converted into ambulances with enclosed patient compartments. Fast, reliable, and easy to repair, they saved countless lives by quickly evacuating wounded soldiers from aid stations to field hospitals. Dodge Ambulance. Purpose-built ambulances on Dodge chassis offered more space and smoother rides for wounded soldiers. Their four-cylinder engines provided reliable power for urgent medical evacuations. Cadillac Ambulance. The smooth V8 power of Cadillac engines made for gentler transport of critically wounded patients. These ambulances served primarily at base hospitals and evacuation centers.